Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
E aí, moçada, estamos aqui no Noire novamente. Mais uma missão de homicídio aí. Espero que nessa missão não tenhamos nudez à vista. Porque, pela experiência que eu tive no último vídeo, cara, colocar motion blur, né? Colocar censura na edição do vídeo dá muito trabalho, velho. Sério. Dá um trabalho danado. Mas acho que de qualquer forma vai ter sim, porque nesses casos de homicídio aqui do jogo, a maioria das vítimas são mulheres, né? Então...
You know the way. You can drive.
You did a decent job in the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Falei que a maioria das vítimas são mulheres, mas são mulheres nuas, né? Aí por isso que no caso tem que aplicar a censura na edição do vídeo. Mas se fossem homens, não ia ser a mesma coisa. A gente tem que fazer isso para poder evitar problemas com exposição de conteúdo sexual, essas coisas assim.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendes.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
matter. So you don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Beleza, então, temos a vítima aqui, pelo visto jogada.
I was first on scene.
Então fala aí, fera.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Na cutscene que a gente viu, a vítima foi assassinada no estacionamento, né, na entrada do... Quando ela estava tentando entrar no carro. Mas pelo visto, o assassino trouxe ela até aqui nesse local mais isolado e se desfez do corpo, né? E eu vou tentar evitar que a câmera encoste no...
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Ah, então valeu então, fera. Vou evitar que a câmera pegue a imagem da mulher para poder me dar meus trabalhos na edição, fraga.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Mais pegadas aqui pelo chão, provavelmente do assassino. Opa! Sai fora, sai fora. Aqui é a bolsa da vítima.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Acho engraçado como é que quando a gente aproxima a câmera do rosto dos personagens, ela meio que fica meio... perde um pouco a resolução, né? Por causa da qualidade do face scan que eles fizeram no jogo.
If the motive was robbery, Why not take the money?
É, o cara deixou a grana pra trás. Então o dinheiro não era no que ele estava interessado. Acho que agora só sobrou o corpo da vítima, né?
Ligature mark is very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
É, então temos uma marca de corda aqui. Provavelmente ela foi enforcada ao redor do pescoço.
What's this mark? A cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
Perdeu o anel também.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
É o Cowarders, né? Nosso Drauzio Varela falando que a vítima provavelmente perdeu o relógio, porque senão outro punho, né? Estaria com essa marquinha de amarra de corda também. Então essa marca no punho dela é de algum relógio ou bracelete que foi arrancado.
Detectives, RNI says a Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Beleza, então. Tentei evitar o máximo possível de entrar a câmera em contato com o corpo da mulher lá pra justamente dar menos trabalho na hora de editar, porque demora muito, fraga. Enfim, agora vamos direto para a casa do marido. Simbora.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going? Still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Eu acho engraçado como é que o Galloway e o Phelps ficam cutucando um ao outro, fraga. Ficam se provocando. O Galloway é o cara mais putaço dos dois e o Phelps é o cara mais certinho. E essa relação deles aí vai, com o passar das missões, vai se intensificando, fraga. Belo jardim, olha só. As plantinhas aqui.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
Ok, hora de achar pistas então, aqui na casa dos Mahler. Esse aqui é um violininho. Vai tocar nada não, Phelps? Aqui é o quarto da menina, né? Acho que aqui não tem nada de interessante, não.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Work boots. Size 8s.
Tamanho 8, então provavelmente é do pai, né? Do Hugo. Caixinha de joias.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Então esse provavelmente realmente foi o relógio que foi tirado do punho da mulher. Caixinha do anel.
No sign of a wedding ring.
O que mais tem pra cá? Alguma coisa? Já acabaram as pistas? Que isso, achei que ia ter mais coisa aqui, mano. Pra cá não tem nada não, né? Porta fechada. Então já podemos conversar com a guria já. Deixa eu ver se na cozinha tem alguma coisa interessante. Tem uma notinha aqui em cima da mesa. Nada pra ver realmente, né?
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
Pô, meio pesado, hein, fazer as perguntas assim pra menina logo depois da notícia da morte da mãe, velho. Sei lá.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Acho que é verdade mesmo.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Pô, mas que palhaçada, a guria já começou mentindo, velho.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
Beleza.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Né, não são casados bem não, hein? Deixa eu ver se tem alguma prova aqui. Eu acho que não, então vou colocar a resposta do policial mal.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Pô, mano, hoje o Cole tá meio frio, velho. O que tá acontecendo com ele? Ele era mó bonzinho antes.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Pega na mentira, hein, fera.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Achamos a bota dele no quarto, fera.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
O Galloway só tá avacalhando, né, velho? Ele só quer fazer piadinha.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You should come clean if you're having an affair, or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Aqui, ó. Podemos usar isto.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Então o cara saiu para dar uma volta no carro, para relaxar.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was at a dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
O cara tá ficando meio nervoso aí já.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Tá mentindo, deixa eu ver se tem alguma prova sobre isto. Creio que não.
What happened, Hugo? You got any theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
The car park by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
Vixe, erramos.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
É verdade sim, seu pilantra.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Agora a gente tem a prova do broche, né, de borboleta. Esse aqui, ó.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on it.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
Ó o Phelps, mano. Putaço, velho. Tá full pistola de novo.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
One, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. Three, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Vamos entrevistar então a vizinha agora que apareceu. A vizinha futriqueira aqui.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Opa! Tá tacando fogo aí nas paradas, filho?
Step away from the incinerator.
Fazendo churrasquinho,
Don't let him get away.
Okay, but don't shoot him. We need this
Você corre até bem, mano. Ô, louco.
There he is, officer.
Podemos apertar o X pra poder pegar ele, ó. Pronto. O que você estava cozinhando aqui? Sapato, velho? Você tá comendo borracha, cara? Epa.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the...
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't... No one's home and...
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
Call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
E agora, guria.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Agora a menina vai ficar sem os pais, pelo menos seu pai por enquanto, né? Vamos usar o telefone para poder pegar informações.
Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Did we get Ray Pinker
Phelps,
and a
badge
technical services
1247.
team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? Send someone down.
I need an
from
address on a
Juvenile Hall
Belmont
to look after
high
a young
school.
lady.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks.
That's the guy.
Mano, eu acho da hora como é que eles capricharam no visual dos personagens, né? Pra poder se adequar à época, né? Nos anos 40 e pá, e pôr nas ideias.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Did we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? And send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting at the police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
Pronto? Já acabou já com o papagaiado, Galloway? É, então bora.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Bora pra escola então da menina. E a gente acha pistas e pessoas relevantes por lá.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. Try this one on yourselves. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away that way.
A member of the American Century Broadcasting System.
O Phelps gosta de falar difícil, né, velho? O cara é um homem culto e tal. E o Galloway fica pé da vida com ele.
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Ô, louco. Achamos um pedófilo aqui então no meio do caminho. Essa escada não vai me atrapalhar não, cara. Eu passei por fora. Você tá achando o quê? Volta aqui, rapá. Eu fico impressionado como é que esses caras não cansam, velho. Assim, nessas perseguições a pé, velho. Os caras são maratonistas, tá ligado? Sai fora, me atropela não, rapaz. Eu devia ter uma sirene aqui, assim como no carro, fraga, pra poder fazer as pessoas saírem no caminho. Dá pra usar arma não? Não. Agora o cara desacelerou. Podemos apertar o X aqui, ó. Aê! Pra dar aquele sprint final.
Car 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Pegamos um pedófilo, então.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir. I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help.
Beleza, então, pegamos as informações que o zelador deu pra nós aí. Vamos ter algo aqui no porta-malas.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Uma corda ensanguentada.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
As iniciais aí no macacão de mecânico HM, pode ter sido do Hugo, né? Hugo Muller. E uma ferramenta ensanguentada também.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Chave de porta, né? Ok. Agora vamos ligar de novo para a central policial. Pegar mais algumas informações a respeito dos suspeitos. E a gente poderia ter primeiro ido para a central ao invés de ter vindo aqui para a escola. E imagino que isso teria afetado com certeza nas cutscenes, né? Mas... enfim, foi a escolha que nós fizemos.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks, ma'am. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Primeiro a gente vai então pro necrotério, conversar com o Drauzio lá, com o Carruthers.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
Então temos dois suspeitos principais aí, o Hugo, né, o marido da menina. E temos também o Eli, que é esse pedófilo aí que a gente acabou de capturar na escola. E como o Galloway falou, ele tá botando mais fé que foi o Eli culpado pelo fato dele ter sido pedófilo. E isso traria boas repercussões na imprensa, né? Prender um pedófilo ao invés de prender um marido agressivo. Tá anoitecendo já, então vamos começar aqui com o nosso querido Drauzio.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Então a mulher foi morta por estrangulamento.
The shoe prints?
Size 8s. Very similar to the impressions from the Henry case.
Now, who do we remember got caught in bloody size 8s? I think we have our bird.
Bom, mas ô Geller, você acabou de falar que queria prender o Eli, agora mudou de opinião, quer que prende o Hugo, velho? Você tá mudando a casaca, virando. A casaca é muito rápida, velho. Não, essa aqui é a pista das cordas que eu quero ver primeiro. Vou ver essa corda de baixo. Acho que é essa mais apropriada, né?
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Então temos aí um tipo de corda que foi usado, né, no assassinato.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know. We've got to nail this guy.
Okay, if you're finished jawing, we need to get moving.
Olha a unha dela, toda quadradona ali, velho. Ok, já avaliamos todas as pistas. Como os caras comentaram a corda. É um tipo de corda que é muito usada na marinha, né? Por velejadores, barqueiros, etc. O pessoal trabalha em portos, em docas e coisa do tipo.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Então agora vamos interrogar os dois lá de novo.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that, the coroner's.
How so?
You know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Galloway brincando que a profissão de quem trabalha no necrotério é meio solitária, fraga. E imagino que seja mesmo, cara, mexer com cadáver, assim, aquele clima mórbido, aquele clima meio depressivo, sei lá.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Ó, cara, mano. Enfim, vamos primeiro na sala 2 aqui conversar com Hugo. Acho que é ele mesmo. E aí, fera?
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Are you going to tell me what I want to know, or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
Give it your best shot. I can take whatever you're throwing.
É, acho que a resposta era a resposta verdadeira mesmo.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Esse tipo de corda aí, eu acho que foi o mesmo que foi usado no assassinato, né?
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Essa é mentira.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Não tão não, tava no porta-malas do carro lá, meu amigo.
Green overalls, blood-stained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
É, podia ter dado umas informações a respeito, né? Ficou meio vaga essa resposta dele.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Será que não sabe não? Deixa eu ver se tem uma prova sobre isso aqui. Creio que não, mas ele não tá falando muita verdade não, então a gente pode pressionar ele um pouco mais.
You're gonna die for this, Mueller. Better give me something if I'm gonna believe your story.
My conscience is clear. You can't badger me into admitting anything.
Ok, vamos interrogar primeiro então o Eli antes de decidir. Ele tá na sala aí no final do outro corredor.
Okay. Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Engraçado que colocou o capitão pra dialogar com a gente só nessa entrevista aqui, não na do Hugo também. Fica meio tendencioso a gente escolher um lado dessa forma, fraga, tipo assim, porque o capitão também já tá meio que escolhendo o lado dele. Isso pode influenciar um pouco na escolha do jogador, dependendo. Enfim.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
É, então o roupão lá com as iniciais HM pode ter sido dele também, né?
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
A farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid until I hit your braid. It stays tight.
Esse cara parece um pouco o Steven Tyler do Aerosmith, velho.
You killed Mrs. Mueller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Não fez, não?
You're a liar, Eli. You needed the money, so you killed her.
I've been around some, son. You got some evidence that proves I stole that butterfly from that woman?
Deixa eu ver se tem uma prova aqui relacionada O broche? Eu acho que não, então...
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out. You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
Então o cara tá falando pra gente que ele pegou o broche depois que a mulher já tinha morrido, né? Viu o broche caindo no chão.
What size boot do you wear, Eli?
Kind of like anything I can get my hands on. I'm wearing 11s.
You're maybe 5'5", 5'6" tops. And you wear size 11s? I don't think so, Eli.
That might be on the large side. Maybe 10s.
Maybe 8s.
Now that I come to think of it.
Why punish children with your iniquity, Eli?
You think I was never punished?
You must know what you're doing is evil.
Well, son, nobody's perfect.
Bom, eu tomei minha decisão depois de ter avaliado todas as pistas. Fica realmente complicado ter provas concretas, já que nenhum dos dois confessou nada, mas eu acho que o mais suspeito dos dois é o Eli, então a gente vai acusá-lo.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap. I ain't a killer.
Levou um tapão na cara do Galloway.
Ah, Phelps, Galloway. Congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
Agora sim o Phelps não ficou no vácuo, cara. Agora ele vai beber de verdade. Demorou então mais uma missão finalizada. Nosso desempenho no interrogatório poderia ter sido um pouquinho melhor, né? Como eu falei com vocês, eu vou continuar evitando usar os pontos de intuição e ficar olhando resposta, porque eu quero ter esse desafio a mais, né? De fazer as coisas na raça mesmo e quebrar a cara se eu errar as perguntas. Para continuar sempre evoluindo e tal. Prestar mais atenção durante o caso também é importante, senão eu fico meio desleixado nas missões. Mas enfim, é isso aí. Espero que vocês tenham curtido o vídeo. Aquele abraço para vocês. Até mais. Até o próximo vídeo.